In acknowledging those who have helped us today, in acknowledging those who have helped us in the past, and remembering those who we've lost, but we will always retain in our hearts and in our intellect and in our practice, I ask you to give all of them a round of applause and then enjoy your dinner.
Emeritus Professor Butt, who doesn't suffer from conjunctionitis, is from University of Sydney and is a pioneer in the field of plain language.
Michael Kirby is admired for much more than his interest in language. Not to put too fine a point on it, he's Australia's best known and most highly regarded jurist. A living national treasure. A charismatic... I haven't finished. With all respect, not being a judge anymore, you can't ask me to sit down. His energy is relentless. He will work until he drops. May that be a long time ahead. But our friend and mentor, Michael Kirby.
There was a sort of certain frivolity in this group that I never see in legal audiences. And it's hurtful for a person at my stage of life when I'm trying to re-establish my career and trying to have a utility and a relevancy after years of loyal and faithful service to the Queen and the people of Australia. And I come along to this group who are laughing all the time, laughing too much. You've got to pull your socks up. Take this seriously. This is a serious subject. I produced a lecture of 5, at least, well, it's an hour and a half. From a background with Concord and from a storytelling father and from a brilliant professor, I got interested in simple communication. There are very distinguished judges who are hostile to what is being suggested. How can that be? I mean, how can you be hostile to endeavours to explain things simply, clearly, shortly, directly, practically, effectively? I just don't understand. However, we shouldn't give up and we should continue the struggle to get plain language accepted for what it is, a democratic right to communicate the law in a way that ordinary citizens will understand. I praise you all and I encourage you all, and I know sometimes it must be discouraging and sometimes there must be moments of triumph, but you're onto a very important issue and it's great to see you all here tonight, even if it is ballroom number 2. We have been in very distinguished company, Professor, and please give my respects to the diamond merchants of Antwerp. Only they could afford your fee.
We are here tonight simply because this person refused to give in, and when all else failed, carried the burden all alone. I don't want to go through all the other accomplishments. I think that's the most important. I think when I give you the name, you'll understand what I mean. Christine, you're it.
this conference is quite exceptional. There's no question about it. I've been teary-eyed several times during the conference. The first when the Premier of New South Wales made his commitment to the people in the conference. That was a highly significant moment in the history of Plain Language Association International. I think in this room there are so many wonderful friends and companions that we have all made over the years, and I'm deeply grateful for being able to be part of this, I call it a movement too. I thank you.
And it's my great pleasure to be able to recognise the second of our Plain 2009 awards for an outstanding contribution to Plain Language internationally, which is what is written on the back of these wonderful trays. A joint award to both Robert Eagleson and Peter Butt.
I would not be here at all were it not for Robert. He subverted me many years ago, and he's a dear friend and colleague, and it's true, I owe it all to Robert. Thank you very much indeed.
I will always cherish this evening here with you. I've retired now, but the interest and support of our cause will always be with me. And I wish you continued camaraderie, satisfaction and joy in your work.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final announcement for the evening, the final announcement for the day, the final announcement for the conference. Is this going to be the conference where the drought of dancing is broken? What we have as the song is by the Angels, an Australian band, the song to get us all going. And to take the lead, if you like, if this was a wedding and there was a bride and groom, we would have the groom, Neil, and the bride, Peter, the Paradox, to take the lead. Will I ever see you again? Closely